Good morning. Welcome in, the Racing Fan. How are you this morning?
Good. How you doing? Good morning.
Hey, good to have you on the show with us this morning. You got one in yesterday. What do you think so far, Rocky Mountain Raceway?
We encountered some traction problems on both runs. We had low ET on the second run of the whole day, but there's not a lot of rubber out there, so it's a real touchy situation. So now that we got 2 runs worth of data, we'll be fine tonight, and hopefully put 2 4-second runs on the board.
What kind of adjustments will you make for a situation like that?
We'll just put more air in the tire and just take as much clutch weight as possible off the back of the car. So, and probably decrease the power level a little bit. We're experimenting with some blower stuff, and believe it or not, we have the same power level up in altitude as we do down at sea level, just because how nice our blowers are. So we'll probably just back everything down a little bit, take some clutch weight off.
You know, it's been a little bit of a problem. You talk about encountering traction problems. You know, the track itself has done a lot of work on the track in the off season and this spring, and then been fighting weather every time they've been scheduled to race. Been struggling to get some rubber on the track. Yeah. But I got to tell you, that second hit you made, that thing you were on a pass, and at about 1,000 foot is when you got out of the throttle. But that was that was impressive.
It was gone probably a low 480 pass, and it lost traction at about according to our data record, about 450 feet, and I legged it out for a while, and I was trying to run as quick as I could for the fans to put on a show, but I had to give up at some point just because the RPMs were screaming up there, and we didn't hurt anything, but if I'd have drove it further, it might have done some damage. So, either way, we still got low ET, and like I said, we got 2 real nice runs for data for today. So,
going into today, obviously you're going to make some of these changes. Is this the second day? Is it a little bit more of kind of like Game 7 in the playoffs, I guess, if you will? I mean, a little bit more serious, or you take both? I know you take both days serious, but this is where the payoff is today?
You know what? We want to win really, really bad, and I really feel like we had the car to beat yesterday, and with that first round against Bruce, we had a tire smoking, pedaling match the whole way, and we actually changed leads 4 different times, and he nipped me right in the lights, and man, it just makes you real sick to your stomach that you lost the opportunity to run in the final round for a trophy over 5/100th of a second was what it was, and I definitely want to not let that happen today. We definitely want to end up on top and walk away with the Ironman. So it's a long way to drive to not bring home any hardware.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. Tell me a little bit about you, Bobby Lagana Jr. Where did you get your start in drag racing?
The only thing I've ever driven is a top fuel car. My father's been racing his whole life, and I got into a top fuel car when I was 17, and the rest is history. We're living the dream, and got a lot of good friends, and my brother drives also, and he's defending champion here from last year, and it's just been a really crazy, awesome ride. So.
How much fun did you have the other day on the bobsleds?
It was interesting. I'll tell you that. It was
little change.
It was like a medium tire shake for a minute straight. I don't know how the heck them guys get in that bobsled in that first 100 feet or 20 feet or whatever they do. I have no idea how they run as fast as they can, push that thing and then jump in. And heck, it took us about a minute to get in there situated the right way, and them guys do it in about 5 seconds. So,
can we just sit in there?
Beautiful.
Can we just sit in there and have somebody push us? Can we just sit in the sled and get pushed?
We sat, and that's what we did. But it still took us a minute to get in there almost. It's unbelievable, though. The place is beautiful. That park is it's amazing. Really well kept.
Now we weren't there to see this, but what I want to know is, were they keeping times, and if they were, was it a serious competition between you and Linton and everybody?
There was 3 different runs, and three IA trade nitrogen. Rocky Mountain people got to ride in the bobsled each different time, and the winner was me, Dom, and Bruce. We all rode on the first run, and we had low ET, so we definitely considered that a win.
Did they give you a little hardware for that, or did they kind of mess you over there? I mean, you want to take back a little hardware. Did they give you something for winning that deal?
Well, they took a picture and wanted $15 for it, so we just took a picture in our minds and walked away.
Well, very good. At least you got a photo and a little bit of cash.
Yeah, something. Yeah, so.
Yeah, beautiful place. What else have you had the chance to do while you're here in Salt Lake? Or you've been pretty much just focused on the race?
Yeah, we got here Tuesday, and we're just kind of working on the car, and Thursday morning we did the early morning show on the Channel 2 News, which was, we were right down Salt Lake City right by the Wells Fargo building, right in the middle there. And, the morning show people, early show, whatever, they were great. And the one host, their anchor, she jumped in the car and they gave us a whole long interview. And I think it really helped with, awareness for the race this weekend. So it's been pretty cool. I mean, this place is beautiful up here. Awesome state and beautiful facility. And, we actually enjoyed coming out here.
Is this your first time to Salt Lake? Second time?
Last year was the first time.
Okay. Yeah.
Last year when we ran there was the first time. So we knew a little bit. And then there's an In-N-Out Burger, not only about 10 miles from the track. So that's pretty
How
exciting.
cool is that? That's brand
really
spanking new.
Yeah, I heard all about it. So that's, we made that one of our first hits, and that'll actually be lunch today also. So
cool. Now you need to shift out after the race. You need to shift out and go about 100 miles west and go check out the Salt Flats and get the bug for the land speed business.
Yep. Yeah. No. Well, we were actually in New Mexico last week on the White Sands Missile facility on the Gypsum Lake running a land speed car.
Wow.
And hopefully at some point the guy wants to bring it out to Salt Lake over here.
Out to Bonneville, that'd be cool.
Yep, that'd be cool.
Speaking of that, have you ever had a chance to go out to the Salt at all?
No, we haven't yet.
It's an amazing event.
On our to-do list.
Yeah, it is an amazing event.
Well, very good. I guess you've got some stuff for the kids and everything. Be signing autographs and that out at Rocky Mountain Raceway.
Not only signing autographs, but all the kids, they can come and sign my car. There's spots on the whole side of the car that everybody that comes to the racetrack today can actually sign the side of the top fuel car, and so they can feel like they're a part of our team going down the racetrack at hopefully 300 miles an hour.
That is cool.
There's another part of this, Bobby, that IHRA does that you don't get when you go to an NHRA national event, and that is you're not quarantined from the drivers in the pits, and even though you have a lot more access to the drivers than that in the drag racing period, the openness of the pro pits at an NHRA or IHRA event it's astounding, the access to the drivers and crew.
Yep, well, we all understand, without the fans, we wouldn't be here, and we want to make their experience here as entertaining and as enjoyable as possible. So anything we can do to make that happen.
Very good. Well, Bobby, we appreciate you coming on the show with us here this morning. Good luck to you, and hopefully maybe you'll take a little hardware back home with you.
All right, thank you very much.